That's better.
Except that I just got all the hair in my face.
Oh.
Happy in the fan. I'm broke.
You do. Oh.
I'm broke.
No fun.
But it's okay.
No fun.
I need a new fan.
I would like a new one. Anyway. Mabu, hey! And welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Gay. Today we are drinking, I'm a little under the weather, so we're drinking some liquid IV mixed with some beautiful sun-kissed orange. It doesn't look great, but it tastes good, and it's going to make me feel better. And I'm doing so in my cup mug.
Cup mug.
It's very full. I can't move it very much. But yes. And our next person to intro themselves can let you know exactly where you can get your cup mug.
Well, since you mentioned the cup mug, you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And we do ship internationally, so there are no excuses. I'm looking at you, Philippines. I'm looking at you. Get your cup mug, because all cool kids have one, and all cool kids get one, and you want to get you one too. Period. And since I'm here talking and the microphone is on me, you all are looking at me. I'm Lana, your resident diva, here to get the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea, because you know I love me some tea. And if you have something you know to do, hit me. I was drinking tea, but I'm all out, so I have water standing by. And yeah, that's it.
So I guess I'm going to be taking over to be Avril Lavigne's next impersonator whenever she does interviews. My name is Dawn Stone. I'm back again. Some Tampa's Galaxy Gamer Girl, doing the thing, giving the girls what they need, coming back on the pod in drag for the first time in a year.
I was like, I couldn't tell you the last time you were in drag on the pod.
I think it was Minnie. I think it was when Minnie was here the first time.
I think so.
Yeah. So literally a year. That's wild.
Very.
Anyways, I'm here. I'm giving Avril Lavigne. Hey, you. I don't like your girlfriend.
Work. And you already know who it is. It's me, Chicago drag artist and queen of Ivy Park, Eve the Bunny, back again. I know y'all have missed me, Philippines. I have missed y'all too. I apologize. My job has been running me raggedy Andy, but it's okay. Because now we're actually hitting the fall time season in Chicago, and my job is more of a summer type job. So I'm actually like, our hours are getting a little bit more decreased, which isn't like horrible because like I'm not gonna be making money or anything. I still have other, she's a hustler. She got her hands in many pots, but at least it's gonna free me up a little bit more time to enjoy myself and enjoy all of you all and enjoy Drag Race Philippines. And today I am wearing this very cute hoodie from the Halls of Ivy collection of Ivy Park. I'm actually kind of wearing it as like a shrug type situation. She's a style girl. She really likes fashion, with the hood and everything. And then I am still coming off the tail end of being sick because that weather switch up last week was crazy. So I've been nursing my wounds with Glacier Frost Gatorade. It's very delicious. And I personally like the blue Gatorades. I'm a blue Gatorade girl.
The blue is good. I'm of the unpopular opinion. My favorite Gatorade is lime cucumber.
No, I love lime cucumber.
It's the best one.
It literally is. I wish you had it down.
Fight with your mother. That's the best one.
Lime cucumber.
So,
okay. I'm basic because I like red Gatorade, but like the fruit punch red Gatorade. Like there's two red Gatorades, and I like the one that's actually good, and I think it's the fruit punch one.
Gatorade tier list coming soon. Could you imagine?
Yes.
I want
Honestly,
nothing. I want nothing to do with that.
I watch it.
I don't like Gatorade at all. I want nothing to do with that. So
fair.
Wow. Talking to the Floridian about not liking Gatorade. Can't believe you.
I mean, argue with your mama.
Well, we are we are here to dive into Drag Race.
I just want to
Sorry to our headphone users.
Sorry, I just want to yell.
Philippines. It is episode 7. It's the makeover. And this, I have to say, is one of my favorite makeovers we've seen in a very long time.
It was so dang cute.
Oh yeah, it was really
so
cute.
I thought it was the cutest makeup I've ever seen since I started my whole Drag Race career. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Career, Drag Race journey. That's what
just the entire episode was just very wholesome and sweet. And I was very okay with the way that it ended too. I was okay with it too. I could tell what was happening when it happened. I was like, I know what y'all are doing.
They ain't doing nothing.
Right, y'all know what y'all doing. I knew what they were doing.
They can't send anybody home.
After that?
No. Absolutely not.
But I mean, they could. I mean,
they could.
They very well could have. I think there was, for me at least, I could have justified a bottom 2.
Yeah.
When we get
we'll
there,
talk about that. We'll talk about
that.
We will get into that part.
I'm excited to hypothesize. But first, before we dive into everything, make sure to subscribe because we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it means that we're gonna be able to provide so much more content for y'all. Lana will react to Philippines season 1.
Yeah,
we are trying to get to 1,000, so Lana will do it. She has not done it yet.
I won't do it.
Can confirm she won't do it.
Won't
until we hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for everyone who has already.
When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be talking with some of my Drag Race sisters and trying to get in touch with some of them to see if we can get them to come and do a little guest 1-2-1-2 on the pod. So you never know. I know a good amount of girls from all international seasons. So I mean, it could be one of your faves. Who knows?
Who knows?
It could be Rue.
I'm fine.
It's not going to be Rue.
RuPaul. We get RuPaul on the podcast.
I'm fine.
It's not going to be RuPaul at all. It won't even be Michelle. But
that would be lovely.
It would be nice if I got Michelle on here. But
that would be great. That'd be great.
She don't know my name.
So we come back and Dee Marie Holiday has unfortunately departed our.
I mean,
no, Eva.
I'm sorry,
baby,
but I'm not. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't have anything personal against Dee Marie Holiday, but at the same time, she was playing a shady game, and I was not a fan of it at all.
That's fair.
I just was not a fan of it. So her being gone, I'm like, Karma said, boop, bye. And I was like,
oop.
I was gonna ask as well, Eve. It's been a minute, like you said, since you've been on Philippines. Do you have any thoughts in general on the last couple of episodes since you've been with us to talk about it?
3 thoughts. I'll succinct everything down to 3 points. 1, I called them doing Matilda dirty from episode 1.
You did.
We can go back and look. But I said Matilda is giving everything. She seems like the kind of girl that if she was on a U.S. season, the girls would not be wanting to deal with her because she would be eating. And I was like, something makes me think they're going to downplay her and randomly send her home in the middle of the season. Literally did it the episode after the last Philippines episode I did.
Yep. Literally
did it the next episode. So I was like, I called that. I will say, to be completely honest, I won't go there. I'm gonna keep things nice and cute as for right now. We might go there later, but I'm not gonna go there now. I'll change tactic and I'll go to my next point. I feel like the biggest idiot in the world for ever doubting the amazing power that is Bernie.
Yep.
That's woo. Even this episode, girl, I was like, I stand you so hard, it's insane.
Girl, for real.
If you win this season, you will be one of my top 3 favorite Drag Race winners.
Period.
Franchise.
Same.
Period.
I'm telling you that now. It will be you, Kiana, and Danny. It will be you, Kiana, and Danny Beard for me.
Yeah.
Because you are doing everything right.
Yep.
And you have this genuineness about you that is just you living in your art and sharing that with everybody else. It's just the things that you do are so beautiful. And I've just lived for seeing you on this screen. And I'm so glad the way things went with this episode, the way things have been going. I'm very Team Brandy. That's my point too. I'm Team Brandy. And then my third one, I even say that while I still have one person left in the draft. But that's actually my third point. I love me some Arizona Brandy. I love her wacky, crazy kookiness. I love the fact that I found out she's an Aries, and I was like, of course we're Aries, girl. Of course I see you in your craziness. If any way, shape, form, and fashion you come to the US, I would love to be able to meet you and kiki with you, because I feel like that you are probably just like the most fun. But yeah, like out of the past episodes, I've only not recorded with 2 girls going home, but it still feels like it's been a huge jump since I was here last.
Yeah.
But the way that the season is going, it's getting down to the nitty gritty, and I'm liking it. People are really pushing themselves, and I'm really living for it. And yeah, it's Philippines season 2 so far is still a good season for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to compare it with season 1, but for me, I honestly think they're kind of a little neck and neck right now. Like, I'm liking both of them. There's parts of both of them that I'm really, really loving. So far in overall, Drag Race Philippines is doing the damn thing, y'all. Y'all doing it.
While you were giving your points, Eve, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but I just thought of a universe where we have all winners too, with Bernie, Angela Yanong, Sasha Colby, Kylie Sonique Love, Kiona, and Priyanka.
I was gonna say you better say Priyanka.
And then throw in, I would say, Lawrence Chaney and Simone. And that is like a top that would be my favorite cast of all time.
I would swap out Lawrence with Danny.
That's valid. I think honestly, I think you could put any of the other 3 UK winners in, and I would be fine.
Yeah.
Because I loved me some Danny Beard.
Danny Beard.
I think you could put Danny in, you could put Lawrence in, you could put Crystal in. I am a Crystal Versace fan. I'm a Crystal Versace fan. So, but yes. So, yeah, because you only missed Matilda and Dee Dee.
Yeah.
We haven't, yeah. So, well, Dee Dee is gone. Everybody is sad. We didn't
Except for me.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Untucked last week because we had not watched it. I did watch last week's Untucked. I forgot to watch this week's, but I did
watch this week's Untucked.
But I did 100% watch last week's Untucked, and just the entire situation with Hana Beshie. If you still haven't gone and seen it, go see it. The girl gets really emotional. It really endeared me to Hana a little bit more than I already had been, because I've been loving Hana Beshie this season. So go see it. Go send Hana some love. Send all these girls some love, because they are providing good TV for us. And the Philippines we're not through this season yet, but the Philippines is establishing itself as one of the strongest franchises in the world. And I'm so happy to see it, because we are loving this franchise. So,
one thing I do want to throw in real quick before we get into the episode, and it has to deal with Drag Race Philippines, but it doesn't. So, if you are or not aware that Marina Summers hosts her own version of, like, quote unquote, the pit stop with former Drag Race Philippines contestants, and Marina Summers was
all her sisters. Yeah.
So the last one she did with Eva La Queen. I don't understand why it's the fact that she was she wasn't fully wrong in what she was saying, but baby, the way she dragged Mama Pao all up and down the streets, it was that woo, and they was showing clips. She was like, how can you be representing the Philippines and be on television looking like that? And then they just go to all these past clips of Mama Powell's hair looking mess. The first episode when I said she had the big Joker lips, girl, all of it. And I was like, how is this happening? Oh, I was so here for it though. I was so here for it. But she dragged Mama Powell's ass to Timbuktu, child. It was over.
I guess we won't be seeing Eva La Queen on Philippines All Stars in a couple years. Let's just say
I don't care, to be honest with you. Shit, I'd rather have Eva host it.
Absolutely.
I'd rather have Eva host it than actually be in it for me personally. But ooh, that was funny. She dragged her hard. I was like,
if you haven't watched Marina's oh no, what is it called?
I think it's the Stopover.
The Stopover, I believe. Yeah. If you haven't gone and watched the Stop In, go watch Marina. Go support Marina Summers. Period. End of story. Go support everything she's doing.
Period.
But yeah, so we come in the next day. Mama Powell comes in, and we will talk about the way Mama Powell looked this week because, ooh, baby. Yes, I'm saying that now. But we get our mini challenge, which I always do personally love the stupid do your makeup, but here's a bunch of limitations kind of mini challenge. Those are they're always entertaining to me. And so they had, between the 6 of them, they had one small compact mirror, and they all had to do their makeup in that small mirror. And on top of all of that, I must remind everyone here, Bernie is almost blind. Bernie is almost blind. She has severe issues with her sight. And yet, out of that, she still wins the damn mini challenge.
Well, I mean, technically, though, it is an advantage. Because she's used to doing her makeup, like she said, in the dark, and she's blind. Like, that is like when the moment they said, oh, you're going to have this tiny mirror, I knew Bernie wasn't going to use it. She was going to just kiki, have a good time. And she did, and she won. And honestly, that's period.
Go ahead, Lana. You're muted, Lana.
Mama, you're muted.
As the resident blind person on this panel,
I was going to say,
we have to memorize things in order to get things done because we can't rely on our sight to see. So the second they said that they have this one little mirror, I was like, Bernie is not using this mirror. She don't need it. She knows her face. She knows exactly where to put her makeup. Because she don't want to have to always look in the mirror and do. She know exactly what she want to do. And she knew she wasn't going to have time to do nothing big, spectacular anyway. So it was the minimal makeup you could do. Put a little, little thing in the eye, little lip, little liner. She didn't have to do a whole lot. So she knew exactly what she had to do. That's why I'm like, y'all ones relying on y'all vision to look in the mirror to see what's happening. Y'all gonna be the ones looking crazy. Bernie looked like she just did her everyday makeup from like, this is how I go out in the morning. This is my morning do look when I'm getting ready to go to work, put a little liner on, some lash, some eyelashes, some little stuff, the bare minimum to make myself look cute. That was how I run around the city look. Like I'm just running around to go to the store, pick up my dry cleaning, going to get me some shoes, get my nails done today.
Yeah.
I knew Mama wasn't going to let us down. I knew that. I knew that because that's what she got to do every day.
Yeah.
Bernie gave the stock drag queen by way of RuPaul makeup routine. Smoky eye, cherry lips. Easy.
Period.
Easy. If we are ever put into a position as a drag entertainer, I will also say this to any other drag entertainers who may not know of anything about this. Darlings, if you are ever put into a position where you have to get ready in your makeup in 30 minutes or less, and you know that is not something you capably can do usually, go for a smoky eye, throw a red lip on.
Down.
Those will literally save your life. Like literally. I've had times when I've had to get ready in a bathroom stall with my phone's front-facing camera, and I've had 30 minutes. And I walked into the club with a beard. And if I tell you, I did not get up on that stage before that 30 minutes was up and I was completely done from head to toe. Sometimes drag queens got to figure out them shortcuts, baby. You got to.
Women
Another
The gig
tip.
will always be gigging.
Another tip with that, girl, get some trip pants. They will save your life. Because when you have trip pants, you do not have to put on a single thing of body except for maybe a corset and a bra. And
Yeah.
then guess what? You can literally go on and look stunning, have the body, and they'll live. Because and you don't even have to tuck. It's great. Do it.
Love it.
I'm about to say, or a woman, look, every woman in the world knows how to do a quick makeup in the car, change a whole outfit in the car on the way to where you got to be. It's like, okay, I'm gonna flip this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put my lip on, my eye on, my blush on, and I'm gonna be on my way. And you will never know. I'm gonna get to the engagement, to the gig, or whatever I'm doing in 30 minutes or less. Flawless. You gotta know how to do it. Period. I love this challenge though.
I love it. It was fun.
It was fun.
I lived for it. I thought it was so funny. Jade was beat though. I'll give her that.
But see, Jade
She
came
was
in
already
beat. She came in beat. She was like, "Baby, I don't
And then-
walk out the door without my makeup. I don't know what y'all talking about. 3 minutes. All I need is to." Jade said, "All I gotta do is top up."
domination.
And she looks the exact same.
It's the exact same.
Yeah. So we get our maxi challenge for the week, which is the makeover challenge, and we are doing the makeover challenge with the Golden Gaze, which I thought this is actually really incredible. So I did a little bit of research into the Golden Gaze just because I was curious. So the entire organization was founded in 1975 as a place for elderly queer people to, have a safe space for themselves. And when the original creator passed I think it was somewhere in the 2000s, they were all actually kicked out. And so the Golden Gaze still exists as an organization, but the part that makes me really, really excited for the future is our season 1 winner, Precious Paula Nicole, has actually started doing a lot of work with the Golden Gaze and has committed to finding an established place for the Golden Gaze to live, and took a lot of her prize winnings to create shows to support the Golden Gaze after her win from season 1.
Work.
So, as if I needed another reason to really adore Precious Paula Nicole, I love it.
She precious.
I love that.
And she
That's
is Paula.
beautiful.
But yeah, so we got 6 of the Golden Gaze coming in. Everybody's paired off. Bernie gets to pair them off. And the workroom stuff is a lot of just them getting to know their partner, getting to know their life, and we get a lot of really touching and emotional conversations pretty much from everyone at one point or another. Was there anything that stood out to y'all as far as like, ooh, that hit me in the soul, baby?
This didn't hit me in the soul, but how was that man 92?
93.
What was that? 90. That man looked like he was in his mid-60s. Like, when they showed him Arizona's partner, I was like, he is out here looking like that. Girl, I wish. But to get onto the actual, like, parts that were emotional, there were a lot of really, really, really beautiful moments between a lot of the queens, and I really loved that, especially the part where, I think it was, I don't remember who, I think it was OV's partner. Like, were they talking about how they were kicked out, right? And they don't really have any family left? Or was that Arizona's partner?
I think that was Arizona's partner.
I think it was Arizona's partner.
Yeah. Where they said they didn't have any family left, and like literally just this group here was pretty much all that she had in terms, and that really shows like as queer people, we really do, a lot of us don't get a traditional family. We have to choose our family. We get to choose our families. which is such a blessing in terms of queerness and learning about like queer history. Because as a younger person, I know that it is my responsibility to educate myself and know who came before me. Like, I wouldn't be able to go out looking like this in my in my hometown if it weren't for these people that were standing up and fighting before I was even born, you know?
Yep.
So, like, truly, like, thank you to all over the world, and especially like these Golden Gays for like showing queer joy even at an older age. It's very, very important. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I think that the one that kind of touched me the most was, I would say, Bernie's relationship with her partner. And I think most of it was because of the fact that she said that, like, she doesn't even know if she'll ever be able to get to that age, and she wants to get to that age. And I know that she was saying that as a trans woman, given the fact of the like life expectancy of trans women. Like, the life expectancy of trans women is like, normally trans women don't make it over 50. And so I know that that's something that probably is, I hope that it gives her hope, and I hope that it gives her promise that she still will be here. You know, because I feel like that's a real fear as a trans person to have living in this world nowadays. I know that KatKat and probably Jade possibly have the same fears as well too, of just of being swallowed up and eaten up by the world because you're this beautiful, bright, shiny trans doll and trinket, and you know what I mean, and you don't get looked at as a human being with feelings and emotions, and people will break you and will have no problem doing that because of the fact that you're just an object to them. And I hope that she I hope that she continues to know that she is more than that. All trans women are more than that. All trans people are more than that. And I would love, it would be so lovely and so amazing if we would have many, many, many years of seasons of Drag Race Philippines. And then 1 year all the way down the line, we have another makeover challenge with Golden Gays and Bernie comes in. And it could be like 10 or 15 years later. And it would be just like, I would cry full out because I'd be like, it's so imperative that the queers of the next generation are able to see visibly queers from generations before them living as queer people in old age, because for so many queer people, that was something that was not guaranteed to us at all. We were not guaranteed to live to an old age. You didn't see queer couples that were old holding hands together and all this other stuff. And now when you see that, it's something that we have to cherish so much because we've lost so many people to HIV or to homophobia or to whatever it may be. And so it's so great when we have challenges like this, where we get to see older generations of queer people coming and giving the newer generations of queer people hope that you're going to be in my spot one day, you know? And so I live for that. I thought it was really, really sweet.
The one for me that stood out the most, Ovi's relationship with his person, because I was like, oh, Ovi was like, I lost my grandmother just recently, and he's like, I'm used to caring for older people, and he was like, I'm used to hearing, you know, people who are hard of hearing, having to deal with it and talk to them, and just their relationship, and I was like, that is so sweet. It was so sweet to watch how gentle and nurturing and caring Ovi was, because as we see on the show, Ovi is his character. Her character is more, I'm a bitch, I'm cunty, I am, you know, I don't care about other people's feelings and just me. But in real life, Ovi is so caring and so loving, and that showed throughout. It wasn't just Ovi playing Ovi's character. Now we saw who Ovi really was in that moment, and it was so lovely to see just how he just took so worried, like even the little things like, can you still wear heels? Do you want to wear heels? Because over like we cannot do heels,
like
and
repeating things for her
right,
because she knew she was hard of hearing, like stuff like that.
So nurturing, and she was like, no, I can still wear heels. And like, okay, well, we're gonna make your fantasy come true. Go do what you want to do. It was just a lovely moment to see that side of Ovi and how caring and nurturing she was with her person. It was so sweet.
You could have told me that was Ovi's
Ovi's grandmother, right?
and I would have believed you.
Exactly.
I would have believed you.
Exactly. It was just a lovely moment, and I loved it.
Yeah, as soon as they did a lot of focusing on, Bernie and Ovi in the workroom, I was like, I see you producers of Drag Race Philippines.
Say, hey, production.
Production. Do what I think you're gonna do, please. Please. Yeah, I thought all of them were. I loved Arizona interacting with her partner too, because I was gonna bring up both Bernie and Ovi as well, but I did love Arizona.
We brought up
just
Arizona.
having a damn good time. Oh, we did.
Yeah, I brought her up. That was mine.
Well,
but
Hana was great. Jade is lovely. KatKat was great. There we go.
We didn't get too much from them while
in the workroom,
but it was really nice to see though that usually when we have a makeover challenge, especially lately, we'll see one or two people trying to connect with their person, and then there's always one that is focused on winning. And that's usually the person who ends up in the bottom. And it was really nice to see that all of them, their main priority was to make sure that these people were comfortable and put together. I thought it was funny though when KatKat was talking to her person, and she was like, "Child, my child, come here." No.
You want to know something that's funny that you said that? Because you're 150% right. Usually there is one person that's more concerned with winning the challenge as opposed to actually connecting with their person. This was, I think, the first time when everybody was more convinced, more concerned with connecting with their person than they were winning the challenge per se. It almost makes me wonder if they knew nobody was going home.
Especially when so sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Especially when Paolo literally looks at the screen and go, "And one of you will be going home." Exactly. Right into there only will be 5 left. And we're like, I was literally like,
will there be?
Nobody's going home. Nobody's going home. And I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. So yeah, I don't care.
I was gonna say, I tend to agree with you, Eve. The one instance for me that's standing out, and I don't remember it very clearly because it was a couple of years ago now. The only other instance I can think about was the makeover on Canada season 2.
Rainbow Railroad?
Rainbow Railroad. Actually, I would say both season 1. No, that was season 2. No. I'm talking about the prom. I'm talking about the prom.
Oh, the prom.
But also the Rainbow Railroad. Mm-hmm. I would honestly say both. Because I remember the prom specifically because obviously, hello, Michaela Couture. Icon, love her. The birth of Michaela Couture.
Oh.
But I think I tend to agree with you. There is always at least one person that's like, I need to win this, do what I say. And it didn't feel that way.
I mean,
girl, the one that was that way last season was Minty, and that was with her own damn sister.
Literally.
I mean, but her own blood sister. She was like, I don't even want her to be here. And I was like, what is happening?
You know what I think though? I think the reverence that these girls had towards these the Golden Gays, because they saw so much of their grandmothers, their friends. The reverence that people in the Asian community, period, overall have for their older people in their communities, there was no way you could go and be like, you do what I say, because I'm not with the way they reverence their elders. And so I feel like with this task at hand, when you send a group of not only elders, but elders who help get to a place where you can do this show today, you go have nothing but respect. You can't do anything but be reverent and honor and cherish them. So there any other challenge when it's like sisters or footballers or other people who are younger people who could be the same age, sure, you can be playing around, or you could be like, I just want to win, I don't need this, da da da. You talking about my grandmother. So if you said something rude to this person, you rude to your grandmother. That's no, absolutely not. So that's the difference.
Yeah. Shall we talk about the runway?
Because we did
Yes.
and they did what I wanted them to do. They didn't go right from tear moment until they went to they had that big moment where he was like, that looks like a dick. And everybody started laughing. And it's like he was like,
But
oh, the makeup.
I was remember, Lana, I told you, I was like, that's how the episodes used to be.
Yes.
It was like somebody would still crack a joke or something like that before they would go to the runway, usually to just kind of like lighten the mood back up and be like, okay, let's go to the runway.
Yeah.
Like,
which I appreciate. I love that. I need to see the rest of these franchises that I'm watching continue that trend of giving me lightheartedness before we go into the because don't give me
let me feel my feels. Let's have a funny moment, and then I can be like, oh my god, runway.
Don't give me oh, runway time. I don't need that, but yes. I love it. My favorite part of the show, though. Ain't gonna lie.
I do love that we have that soundbite now.
Me too. I'm
really such a big fan of that soundbite. So, category is twinning the sequel.
Twinning, yeah.
And we have 4 beautiful judges to talk about. Only 4 of them. Just 4 of them.
Only 4 judges.
Only 4 judges.
No crotchety old men today.
No.
Just 4 judges.
Women. I don't like men no more.
I just know.
I like women.
Okay.
Mama
Women.
Mama Pow is literally out here looking like fully. She was like, I just took this out of Lemon's closet.
Like, she is our solid gold dancer.
She's very Donatella Versace. She's very disco. She's very Gaga in House of Father Son in House of Gucci.
Gucci, absolutely.
Very that.
She just gotta stop doing that dark red lip, and then she'll be perfect.
It doesn't always need to be a dark red lip.
Yeah.
I would have loved with this. I would have loved a nude lip. Just a good nude lip.
It needs to be a dark brown liner, and then I think like it's the shape of the lip for me. Like it literally, I don't know, but she looks great. She really does. I love her this episode. She just needs to have Tiny Deluxe doing her mug.
Exactly.
And she'll be perfect.
Also not Jiggly shading Manila.
Now, speaking of mug, can we shout out to Philippines contestant season 1 and a friend of mine, Insta friend of mine, Prince, for beating Miss Jiggly's mug and
the shoes and also the mug.
Yeah, Jiggly looked good. When I saw the pictures, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, you did her right."
I'm gonna say for me, Karen wins this category tonight.
Karen won. Karen won down
for me. That baby.
Mama Karen's devouring.
I'm giving
Karen
it to
looks
Jiggly.
good.
I'm giving it to Jiggly though.
I'll give it to Jiggly, but Karen look good. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Karen do look
good.
Yeah,
she looked good though. Yeah. She looked. I think they ate this side of the screen and Mama Pow. She looked good. She looked good.
And we also do have to acknowledge our fabulous guest judge, Gloria Diaz.
The first Miss Philippines,
the first Miss Philippines to win Miss Universe.
Miss Universe. That's what I was trying to say. Words aren't wording for me.
I got you, Lana. I know what you were going to say because I was going to say it too.
I love that.
I love the fact that she has on like the auntie sweater and jogging pant combo and still has heels on. I think you better come on. I say you better come on.
She better honestly work.
It might be a biscuit basket, but she is working that biscuit basket.
Baby, she's still elevated off the ground.
Oh no, I'm not complaining about the biscuit basket because she is Gorgina.
She ate down.
She's 22 years old.
She ate down, baby. I'm not mad at her at all. She ate down.
I love having her here too for this specific challenge because sometimes guest judges are like, "Why are you here?" Yeah. But we had Ann Curtis for the Rusical, and now we have Gloria Diaz for this, and I really do appreciate. And last season when they did the stupid beauty queen Rusical thing that was a complete disaster, they had Pia Wurtzbach. So like I love that they're being intentional with their guest judges. moments.
Do you know who the judge for next week is going to be?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
Yes.
we're very
We'll get into
aware.
that.
We'll
get
talk
into
about that. We're
We'll
definitely
talk
going to talk
about it at
about
the end because
that.
I'm very excited.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm very excited.
I can't wait.
First up, we're going to talk about OV Cunt and Miss Carmen De La Rue.
Slay.
Ate this up.
Slade.
Bitch.
Ate it up.
Body.
Both of them.
Ooh.
Ate it up.
You couldn't tell Miss Carmen nothing,
Nope.
honey.
You really could.
Nope.
She was giving.
Baby.
Also,
Miss
I think it was
Carmen?
so. I want to give out like the attention to detail with OV of being so smart by using gold leaf. Like, because
Yeah.
obviously on a more mature face, there's going to be those fine lines and wrinkles. But with
Mhm.
gold leaf, that just makes it look
It's just gonna all reflect, yeah.
exquisite. Exactly. It makes it does make those fine lines stand out, but in a good way. You know, like it
Mhm.
makes it something special and something like. So I really love what she did here. I think that she looks great. She's serving. She's giving. She's in heels. She
Yeah,
is
she is.
in heels, and honestly, you better
Work.
work for being 80 something.
For me, Miss Carmen was giving me Eartha Kitt vibes.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was giving me Yzma. She was giving me pull the lever, Crunk. I was like, yes, bitch. I like. Yeah, she was very like Eartha Kitt and Boomerang. Just an older, sophisticated, rich ass woman.
Rich woman.
Yep.
Just rich for
Yeah.
no reason rich.
It was so good. It was so good. And the way she just like, even just this picture of them, like I can promise you, she didn't have to tell her to make these faces and to serve like this.
No.
She didn't have to tell her that at all.
She had
Obi
been
just went like
serving.
this.
She had been.
Obi
She had
just
been
went like
serving.
this.
She had been serving face since the moment they had her do her intro in the workroom. She was like, "I am going to serve. I am here. I am ready." And
Wait.
she delivered.
Did you not see her pose and her beveled toe when she was standing up there with
Oh,
doing
we
the
sure
intro?
did.
She was just
No,
like
that wasn't her. That was the other one.
No, that was her in the turban.
Nope, that wasn't her in the turban.
No, that was because that's who OV originally wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I believe it was
because that was the person right before
it
her.
was Miss
KatKat.
Evangeline.
Yeah.
So
She was the one that was right before her.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
But yeah, she just.
But she still was
has
giving
this
face.
look of almost like this Iris Van Herpen, like just very like older, rich, stylish as hell. Closet is just full of back Vivienne Westwood and Diane von Furstenberg and all these prints and stuff. And she's just like, I was one of the original Vogue editors in 1930. And she's just rich and fashionable, and that's all that she gave for me. I lived. And I was so happy for OV too, because I know that OV was one, really, really trying to gun for a win. But two, also at the same time, OV had just a really good, genuine connection with them. And then we also found out about OV's grandfather passing away. And so it just put more emphasis behind the care that she was giving Carmen and how she was, being with Carmen. And it was just like, they were such a awesome matchup. They were a real good matchup.
They were dynamic together.
Yeah.
Scores starting with Eve.
Cups like full, like done. It's done. Actually, take that completely back. This is Mugther.
I was about to say, I'm pulling it up.
This is Mugther.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Carmen.
Yeah.
Boom. Giving. She's giving me Filipino Tommy Ross, bitch. Like, like everything. Like somebody that I'd be like, she probably still wouldn't even do drag anymore. And I'd be like, would you adopt me, please? Like,
literally.
Yeah. That was
Mugther is Mugthering.
Yeah, for sure.
Mugther is Mugthering.
Duh.
Absolutely. OV, you did that, and I am so beyond thrilled that you finally got the recognition you are entitled to in this episode. I loved it. Mugther. Done. Period. Next up, we have Arizona Brandy and Tequila Sunrise. How adorable of a drag.
I love these outfits.
Mhm.
I love these outfits. This is what I think of when I think of family resemblance, because I love how she made it a bodysuit and a two-piece so that they can show that they're related. I love how the wigs are the exact same, but they're different colors. Like I know it's really hard to define what family resemblance is, especially when it comes to Drag Race, because they usually do use this challenge just to get somebody out that they don't want. So it was really nice to see like something that I feel like was very successful. So I think that Arizona did a great job. I think that, again, this is a 93-year-old person. I think he's the oldest out of all of them, and he looks so supple and young.
Yes.
Like, she looks so. Miss Tequila Sunrise is Tequila Sunrising. Like, there.
Yeah. It's funny because I said before, it was with the last video that I reacted to, reviewed of the last episode. I think it was Snatch Game, where they all had to come out and they had food looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I don't know what it is about Miss Arizona Brandy, but I don't know if she went somewhere and went to some art store and they just had this huge vat full of like foam, like drawn out fruits and vegetables and things, and she bought every damn one she could and said, I'm gonna rhinestone them all, because if she didn't walk down this runway with Miss Tequila and she had orange slice earrings and Tequila had lemon slice earrings on, I said, child, I knew she was gonna have some fruit or something somewhere. I knew it. I just knew it. It looks sickening though. I live for how it I live for that extra emphasis into the look. You know what I mean? Like she said, like, that's the reason why her hair is yellow, is because it's a tequila sunrise. Like when you think of the drink. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this all goes color palette wise and everything. And I think Arizona always looks good in orange. So I'm so glad that that's like her favorite color, because it always looks really good on her.
Yeah. Lana?
I loved it. I really can't say much about it. It's Arizona being Arizona, doing what Arizona does best. And she turned Miss Tequila Sunrise into the perfect companion drink to her Arizona Brandy. It was so great. I loved it.
I really enjoyed this as well. I do have one slight nitpick.
I'm not nitpicking this whole episode. I'm just gonna say this now
How
from
dare
nobody,
you?
because this
I will be.
is too good. This is too good to nitpick. This whole situation is too good to nitpick.
So it's not even really a nitpick. It's just something I think I would have seen a little. I think I would have been like, work a little bit more. And it's that I wish there was more yellow incorporated into both Arizona and Tequila's looks, because both of the garments are orange. And then you have the yellow hair and the lemon earrings. I just wish maybe that Tequila's bodysuit was yellow with the orange tulle.
They mix and match, kind of.
Or there was something yellow on
Like a shoe.
Arizona's. Maybe a yellow shoe, because I don't think it's a yellow shoe. Hold
I
on.
can't tell.
Oh,
it's a yellow
never
shoe.
mind. Fuck my drag. She has a yellow
Never
shoe.
mind.
It's fine.
We're fine. We're good.
We're
That's
fine.
Come
We're
on,
good.
Arizona.
Come on, Arizona.
Arizona had it together, and you did put distrust in Arizona's name, and she said, "No, ma'am."
Absolutely.
No, but
She said, "No, ma'am."
I really do love Arizona. This whole season, we
You
keep saying
do.
it. This whole season is just so good.
It's good.
But no, Miss Arizona, you shut me up.
Zip it.
Boom, done.
Zip it. Done. That's what she said. Zip it.
Literally.
Come on, shoot.
Come on,
Scores.
Sheila.
I'm going to give Miss Arizona Brandy and Miss Tequila Sunrise a hot flash of a 99.
This is a full for me.
Me too. It's a full for me. I'm feeling it. I'm
Mhm.
feeling it.
Full in it.
I'm feeling it.
I'm gonna give this a 96. Just because honestly, there are makeovers that I like a little bit more than this one. So
That's the same. That's the only reason why.
like
Speed it
this
up.
one. Next up, Bernie.
I mean,
come on. Come on.
I mean,
come
do
on.
we even have like we know.
Period.
We know.
Just put it. Just put it
Just
there.
we
Leave
know.
it there. Put it there. Leave it there. Don't even.
We're not.
Baby.
Is it time for the?
Mother.
It's the Bernie rant time. It's the Bernie rant of the
I'm about to say
episode.
this is the episode where we just fin and fawn and hoot and holler over how Bernie is mother and how she just is mothering, and she mothered this whole
Eve is dead.
entire thing from oh my
Eve is still dead.
yeah, dead.
Eve is dead.
If I wasn't talking, I would be dead because I have to talk to stop from dying. Because this is oh my god! The second they turned the corner, well, I'm gonna say this: the second Bernie pulled out them headpieces in the workroom, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they finna eat. They finna eat.
Uh-huh.
They finna eat.
Mhm.
And baby, did they eat? They ate.
Oh.
Oh, this look okay. I'm gonna stop because oh.
No, you don't have to.
Oh,
You can keep going, Lana. I support it.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy Team Bernie is on my team. I am so this is the reason I was so thrilled to get Bernie. And every week I am never let down. I am never let down. She is mother of all mothers. Bernie, I know you see this. I love you so much. You are my favorite queen. I'm promising you, you are up there. It was you, Kiona, right now, and Clover Beach for me, because that's all I know.
What a trio.
You are
what
doing
a trio.
it. You are doing it for me. Oh, I got to get to the Philippines if it's the last thing I do. If it's the last.
She is not a drag con.
I'm gonna cry.
This woman is not a drag con.
I am gonna remove the Mugther banner just so we can see the bottom half of the look still, because
Mama, this is tarot cards. This is the sun and the moon. Like this is like
this is Miss Venezuela and Miss Philippines at Miss Universe 2024. No, Miss International Queen 2024, because they allow trans women.
It is a trans pageant.
Exactly.
I was supposed to leave 10 minutes ago, but I was not leaving before this picture came up. I'm just saying. Oh.
Oh. Eve, are you
Mother
with
Brandy.
us?
No.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The way that this fit Bernie, the way that this fit Unbudding, and she gave me everything I didn't know I needed. We gave Bernie the Mugther, but Miss Unbudding, she did what needed to be done.
What needed to be done
in this challenge, baby. I
can't even look at them. They look so good.
It's so stupid good. So stupid good.
Like, how could you give me like All-American Goddess pageant in the presentation category is Queen of the Damned? It was just like, Jesus Christ, the way they met in the middle, and when they opened up, it was over for everybody. It just was, and like both of them on their own were selling it so effortlessly. They were like, "Oh, we own this shit. This is ours." Period.
Bernie's person. She looked like she's been doing drag for years.
Years.
My God. My freaking God. Like, I put it to you this way, though. This is the second season in a row, Philippines. This is the second season in a row, Philippines, where you done pulled out a bomb-ass makeover look. Where from the minute the two people turned the corner, we were like, well, they won, and it's over. Like, because with Silhouette and her partner last season,
God, I saw that. They look the exact same.
Woo!
Lana, I am thrilled for you to watch that makeover too. I'm thrilled for you to watch every single moment of Drag Race Philippines season 1, because
Philippines season 1 was good.
And they better give you to 1,000.
And if y'all get us to 1,000, we will be
almost there.
We will be doing it. So,
but I ain't doing
it was so good.
Needless to say, can I just throw this back on screen and we don't even have to score?
Yeah.
We know. We already said it.
Done.
We really know.
We know.
Unfortunately, we do have other looks to talk about. We can't keep talking about Bernie all day, unfortunately.
No, but fortunately, because we got
unfortunately. Yeah, because next up we have Hana Beshie and M1ss Jade So.
So cute.
That was goofy as hell.
It was so cute.
And knowing
that this girl after a car.
Well, no, it's because Hana's name comes from a popular electronics brand. in Asia. So that's the connection. And I was like, I love this.
Hana
For
I
me,
know,
it's
but that was
like-
just fun. I was just funny because I was like, now you named this girl Mitsubishi.
Literally.
I mean, honestly, for me, this is my other look in the
I love
top.
it.
I loved this. But also like a 60s aesthetic always does great in the makeover challenge. Like in any
Don't do
situation.
70s.
Don't do 70s, but do 60s.
But do
Always
60s.
do 60s. Because you can do the updos, you can do the bouffants, and it'll always look great, you know? So I love that. The only thing, like tiny little nitpick, is that the tights are way too light unless they're supposed to be white tights, but I can't really tell.
They're supposed
I
to
think
be
they're
white
supposed
tights.
to be white
They're supposed
because
to be white
of the
tights.
type.
Okay, then never mind.
I think it's another 60s thing.
Because
But
of
I
her,
love
like,
this.
of her
This
gloves.
is everything.
For me, I liked it. I thought it was really cute. Something about it gave me like, it gave me like two friends. It gave me best friends that are like best buddies that like we're alternating things with each other. Like it gave me like Laverne and Shirley. It gave me like Wilma and Wilma Flintstone and Betty Rubble. It gave me like, you know what I mean? It gave me like those two like girls, you know what I mean, that are together. Kind of like how they offset each other. Like they both did different versions of 60s. Like I like how Hana's 60s is a little bit more like with the black detail. I love how it's juxtaposed to Mitsu's with the white detail. Hers almost being like more nice in daytime 60s and hers being like more naughty 60s. Like I don't know, it's really cute. They just really kind of yin and yang each other really well. And I feel like that out of everybody on the runway, I feel like they had the best like sister look kind of a connection. I felt like everybody else was kind of like, I'm with my mother, or we're just both bad bitches, and this is supposed to like, we're both fun little girls. Like, you know what I mean? It was real cute.
Yeah.
It was real fun. It was real cutesy. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I love that you brought up yin and yang too, because Astrid's makeover that she brought is actually yin and yang.
Oh, I love that.
So, good old Astrid Mercury in the microwave. It ends tomorrow. Thank God.
I thought it
I
was
love
so
Mercury
Mercury. That was
and-
so well for me.
Lana.
I thought it was good. I'm not nitpicking nothing. I don't have nothing to nitpick with this whole entire episode with everybody because I think everybody did a really good. It was fun. It was playful. I love the hair. I just think they were so cute. The performance was cute on the runway. I loved it.
They, for me, had one of the best performances of the looks. Are the looks the most groundbreaking, unique, innovative thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. But I don't need it to be in this case because Mitsu also, I'm gonna say, she did what needed to be done. Selling this fantasy, selling the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. I thought Hana looked beautiful. This is something a little bit different for Hana, and I loved seeing it.
Yeah.
We're getting a little bit more versatility, and I'm gonna say my favorite word. She's a little bit more chameleonic than I thought she was gonna be originally, and I love seeing something just a little bit different. Hana every week she may not have a challenge win, and she may not be, the number one person on any given week in this competition, but she is giving me something very different every single time we see her on the runway, and I love seeing it. Incredible. So, scores
For Miss Hana Beshie and Miss Mitsu Beshie. I'm gonna give them a 95.
This is the full for me.
I'm gonna give it a 98.
I'm gonna give this a 96.
96. Yeah.
Oh. Next up is Captivating KatKat and Captivating Meow Meow. Now, this is mid reveals because they started with the big capes on, revealed into the bodysuits, and then later on in the runway revealed their turbans to tinsel wigs.
Now, y'all know how I feel about an ankle boot in a bodysuit.
Uh-huh.
I love these outfits. They're very me. I would wear these, but I would not wear an ankle boot with them. Mama, I would have a boot cover with a thigh high. If you're going to wear a bodysuit, wear a pump or wear a thigh high, because ankle boots always will cut you off. Like they will. It just makes you look shorter. And it doesn't give, what it should be giving. Now, do they look great? Yes. I wish that the panties were more of a holographic or metallic rather than that. I don't know if it is. I don't remember. But they look
I think it's just a matte silver.
Like, it looks like a matte. And, like, with everything else being holographic, it kind of just, like, takes me out of the fantasy just the tiniest little bit. But, like, overall, these outfits are absolutely gorgeous. I would wear these. I really would. So I can't say nothing. But if they just changed it to a holographic panty, perfection.
I liked them. I liked them a lot. I really loved the tinsel wig reveal. That was honestly my favorite part. My favorite part was the tinsel wig. My favorite part, I had two favorite parts. The tinsel wig reveal and seeing captivating Meow Meow walking down the runway with the turban and just the full cloak on. Baby, she was giving me Madame, she was another person that was giving me Eartha Kitt. She was giving Madame Zoroni from, if you've ever seen the movie Big. This is a throwback, child. This is saying how old I am. With Tom Hanks when he was a kid, Johnny, and she was the fortune teller. That's what it was giving me. It was very much giving Madame Zoroni, like, baby, she's finna give you a ticket, and next thing you know, you're gonna wake up the next morning and be 30 years older. Boom. Like, she's finna hit you with the juju. Like, I was living. And then I love how they went from like these kind of mysterious, dark, like psychic ladies to like, boom, now we're like holographic superheroes. And I was like, okay, I'm okay with this too. Like, I don't know how the two connect, but I'm really not mad at it, you know? I liked them. I like both their looks a lot. I think they did a really good job. I love captivating Meow Meow's makeup too. I thought it looked really great.
Yeah, I liked them. I liked each reveal. I thought the cloaks were great. Then when they took them off, I was like, oh, okay, those are cute bodysuits, little things. That's cute. And then they took the turbans off. I was like, oh, that make it all come together. It just, they look so good. And then they're switching their hair around, and I thought they looked amazing. And yes, I agree. Eartha Kitt in that turban and the cloak, I was like, yep, I see it. It was so good. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
There's something about this is going to be a very specific reference, but I got immediately when Captivating Meow Meow came out and she was still wearing the coat and the turban, it was giving me very Joan Collins in Dynasty. I don't know if any of you remember the yellow trench coat with the yellow turban. She looked like Joan Collins.
Yep.
Thank you. I knew. I hoped that both of you would get the reference.
Yep. I know the reference.
And I'm there.
I love Dynasty. I love Dynasty. She looked like Joan Collins.
Alexis Carrington.
Absolutely.
Very.
I will say, I do still think this is a very, very good look, and I did love the reveals as well. For me, this was my least favorite, just because I didn't see. Though there were the reveals, and the reveals made it very interesting, for me, it was the least thought out, especially because KatKat in her confessional is saying, we're giving intergalactic something. I'm like, baby, you're giving Dynasty. What you're giving is Dynasty. And for me, like, what she said she was giving was not matching what she was giving.
I disagree with you there. I think that here it's intergalactic. Like this moment right here, the holographic, I'll say beforehand, yeah, I'd agree with you. It's not intergalactic. But the moment you take off the reveal, yes, it is giving like Barbarella.
To be honest with you, I would even go against that a little bit and say that I see a little bit of the intergalactic because it makes me think of like that. It made me think of when they came out, they were like this tribal council. Like that's what they made me think of. Like very like the elder people in like the elder people in like the Matrix or something like that. You know what I mean? Like very like we're like these diplomatic triad kind of intergalactic gods. You know how they usually have that happen where it's like an intergalactic space movie or whatever, and it's like, oh, you have to meet the council, or you have to meet the tribunal, or you have to meet whatever, and it's just these robed figures. Like that's kind of where I got a little bit from that. So I get where you were saying you got the disconnect, but I guess maybe that was me reaching. But I was like, I guess that's how y'all are making this intergalactic, because you do kind of give like this ominous tribal like council look about you. But I see this part of what they're wearing as more intergalactic than what they originally came out in, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do see more Dynasty in what they originally came out in than intergalactic.
Totally. Scores.
Miss KatKat and Miss Meow Meow. I'm gonna give y'all a 96.
I'm gonna give it 95.
I'm gonna give it an 88. And last up, M1ss Jade So.
The
And Miss-
cuntiest.
And Miss
The
Chloe.
baddest.
I thought it was so hilariously funny because when I originally saw what she was wearing and putting her in the workroom, I thought it was two halves of a heart because they were wearing them lower down, and she was standing right next to them when they were wearing it. So I was like, oh, it's two halves of a heart. Oh, they're gonna come out and be a heart and then like open up. I was like, oh, that'd be so cute. And they came out and said, oh my god, they're titties. And I was like, that's so goofy. It's like
It's so camp.
It's very camp, especially for Jade. Like this is so campy for her. And I was like, I'm actually not mad at this at all. I like the fact that this gives us a different side of Jade, so I liked it.
I mean, with this, at least for me, like when it comes, I will commend Jade for going the campy route with this. I think this is a like kind of departure for her, but it's still on brand because she always has like her name is M1ss Jade So. It's a reference to boobs in Tagalog, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, well, I was gonna say her makeover partner's name is Miss Chloe La Rose Suso.
Yeah,
and Suso is boob.
Yeah. So like seeing I just wish, just personally, that the boobs looked more like boobs instead of stomachs on their chests.
Their chest.
Yeah.
Like because I like the idea, I like the concept. It's just that they look weirdly like all boobs are different, obviously.
They look like somebody got a hard
when you're
breast
wanting
off.
to show what you're wanting to show, you're going to want to make it look stereotypically exactly like you want that like you got them like triple Z's on, so like when I see this I just wish that it was just that perfect shape, and I know that that's possible, but I love that Jade went there with this. I love the burlesque of it all too. I think like having the routine incorporated into the outfit was really, really genius. I would say the execution was just slightly off for me.
I'm gonna 100% agree with you, Dawn. That I love this concept. Like we said, this is a departure for Jade. We haven't really seen Jade do anything camp, and in a similar way to Hana Beshie, I'm like, I love that Jade is bringing us something a little bit different every single time we see her on the runway, and so I love that she went camp with this. Unfortunately, I do agree. I think I did not realize it was boobs until she slapped me over the head saying it's boobs.
I got it.
I only knew it was boobs because when they first came out, I feel like that the outer part of the outfit, like when that was supposed to be the bra cup, looked like an actual bra cup. But then it was like when they took the bra cups off, I saw they were boobs. The boobs do look a little like rocks, but I was like, I saw that there were flesh covered bulges with little tassels on the end of them after, and I was like, oh, those are supposed to be boobs. It wasn't automatic like boobs. It was like, oh, those are supposed to be boobs.
It looks like pillows are stuffed in there, like a pillow.
It does. It looks like two hotel pillows sitting on top of each other.
How did she pack this?
I mean, I'm sure they found a way.
I
also,
wonder
it's a less of a drive, so they might have taken a van or something.
Yeah, I was about to say that could have been it. Maybe they were like inflatable somethings that she has underneath that, so that way she could have just blew them up while she was there.
Also, another small. I wish that Jade had bigger hair. I wish that because
I wish
the
they
long
both had
human
bigger
units. I like it. I love a long human unit on M1ss Jade So. I love a long human unit on everybody. I'm wearing a long human unit. So but when it comes to this specific, I wanted to see something big and campy. Like if you're gonna go camp, go full out. You have yellow hair on and she has big pink hair on. Like, I want to see that. Because I know that's capable of her because her feather runway, she did go that campier route too. So, I want to see that here as well.
I'd agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish both of their hair were bigger. But,
I'm not mad, though.
No. Scores.
Scores. For Miss Jess, I would give her a 90.
I'm going to agree with you right there, 90.
I'm going to give it an 86.
I think she would have been my bottom of the week, unfortunately.
I was about to say,
I
I was
hate
just
to
about
say
to
that.
ask who would have been, since we didn't officially have a bottom two, who
Yeah.
would have been everyone's bottom two from this group?
For me, Jade and probably KatKat. Just by default.
For me, it would have been Jade and Hana.
For me, I think it would have been Jade and KatKat as well. So,
Right.
but that didn't happen at all because we end up with a top two of Bernie and Ovi Cunt.
I will say this too, to be honest. I was so looking forward to this being like a little mini redemption arc. I was like, it's gonna happen. Ovi's been in the top for the past 2 weeks, and they said they wanted to win. This is when they're gonna win. But unfortunately,
Miss Bernie came in and destroyed
Miss Bernie.
Yeah, so they
And
lip sync.
Miss Bernie named herself after the damn person that they lip sync after.
Yeah. So they lip sync to A Little Kiss, A Little Hug by Vernie Varga.
When she said that, when she was like, "That's why my name's Bernie," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well,
I was like,
so
"Dang!"
This is like Widow Bonju doing Shaka Khan in front of Shaka Khan.
Yeah,
literally. This is like this. You know for a fact she's been doing this song for 10 years, and every single time she does it, lives. And she's got every single movement, every single word. She knows all of them. She knows the backing track. She knows the main vocal. She knows the instrumental. She knows everything. She probably had this on cassette tape, like Miss Darian Lake did.
Cheryl Cole doing Cheryl Cole in front of Cheryl Cole.
That's the song.
Exactly.
That's the song. Whenever she is hosting a show or something, and after she performs, they're like, "Do another one, do another one." The DJ will randomly throw this song on,
because
she'll stand up there and smile, and everyone will clap, and then she'll just clear. She'll take all the rest of the money in the house, like period. Like,
and I will say
all of that.
I will say as well. I think Ovi did a great job.
I think Ovi.
I don't think Ovi did bad by any means of the imagination. It's just you have Bernie doing Vernie, not in front of Vernie, but that would have been great. But Bernie doing Vernie, like. But I do really like what Ovi did.
I also feel like that too. They both had two different performance styles. I feel and I think that's the one thing that really made the biggest difference, because I was trying to get into each person's style and how they were doing the song, and I could see it go either. Like I could see it be performed either way. But personally, the way that Bernie was doing it just looked so pretty and effortless. And baby, I'm sorry, but my favorite part was when Miss Bernie took that wig off and was throwing that hair around. And at the end, she did that back bend, and she came around and said, "Woo," and just threw that hair and was just sitting there. And I said, "Oh," I was like,
nasty,
so nasty. I was like, "Oh my God." She finished. It was a finish her moment right at the end, girl. Like that last 3 beats, she was like, "I'm gonna get this."
But don't say it out loud, Eve. Don't you dare say finish her while they're lip syncing. Don't you dare say that.
I will finish her.
Good.
For me, why was Ovi naked?
Because
the top of her garment wasn't good.
Yeah, I know, but like
probably move around in and stuff.
You could still but still even for me, unless it happened to fall off while I was performing, oopsies, I would never intentionally take something like that off.
It might have.
It might have. I'm not saying it didn't, but the way it was, it just kind of felt like, ooh, girl.
Because it feels like with Ovi's look specifically, the way that top was constructed and sculpted, I feel like because she doesn't wear boobs, and because she doesn't really have anything there, I honestly feel like that was probably double-sided taped to her chest. Probably. And when she started moving, it fell off. And so she just had to do # the best I can do right now here in this situation, which she did. And I thought she did really good. These are also two entertainers we have not seen lip sync yet. So I was very thrilled to see both of them show off their lip syncing. And I mean, to nobody's surprise whatsoever, Bernie wins.
Bernie.
Brandy.
Brandy. I said it's her. I said she's that girl.
If
It's
she
her,
doesn't
Brandy
win,
Tina.
if she does not win,
If she does not win this season,
If she does not win, we are pulling up in the Philippines.
unless it's
Pulling up. I will
Unless
pull up
it's-
in Manila.
unless it's Jade or Arizona
which I think is highly unlikely,
or OV.
or KatKat or Hana,
Well, I was
Or
Well, I was-
Matilda. Or
or Matilda.
Matilda.
Marina Summers. Or
And
Oh, yeah,
Marina
just bring
Summers just
back
comes
Marina
back.
Summers
So
and wins.
just, you see her, guess who's back in the house? She just drops
I know
everything.
Marina Summers just pops about the back of the runway, body like, wow. I'm like,
And then guess what? She wins the season, and they're like, you know what?
Fair.
We'll see her
No.
soon, anyways.
it's very much giving that the cup is Team Bernie stands.
Just a little
I
bit.
mean, look at the material.
Look at the material, darling.
Look at the mug material.
That part. So we do have a draft update. We now have a tie for 5th place between David, who is out of the draft, and Eve, who is still in the draft,
Yay!
with 6 points each.
Yay!
In 4th is Brandon with 13. Dawn is in 3rd with 16. Mr. Talented is in 2nd with 17. And Lana continuing her domination. She picked the dolls, and the dolls have been doing
the
good
dolls
for
are
her.
dominating.
The
We
dolls are
chose Bernie
dominating.
last, and that's on us. That is our fault.
Yeah, it is
I'm
y'all's
in-
fault.
How am I in 5th place with somebody that ain't even in the competition no more?
Because you had Tiny Deluxe. That's why. And to be fair, David had Astrid, but
I had
Tiny
Nicole.
lip sync twice. So
KatKat is carrying my team right now.
yeah. Next week, it's Brand Ding Ding. Thank you for acknowledging Brigading's impact. Thank you.
Jade
With
So does not
guest-
win this one.
with guest judge, icon, diva. I've met her. I'm very thrilled about next week. Pangina Hills! Yes!
The one slain by Blue Hydrangea has come back to life.
I need to find my mask because she gave me a free mask at DragCon because she had to go to the bathroom.
Work.
We were in line waiting for her, and she was like, I'm so sorry, everyone. I have to run to the bathroom. Here's a free mask. So I'm going to try to find my mask from
I'm gonna tell my
Miss
Pangina story.
Pangina.
I'm gonna
We'll
tell
tell
my
next
Pangina
week.
story really quick when I met her, because I
Okay.
went up there. She's my best friend's favorite drag queen, for like some context. But what she just got done performing, right? So she was like, and honest, she was plastered, right? So when I met her, she was and like you know how they do that thing where they take videos of people at DragCon and say to come to DragCon for the next year or come to DragCon UK.
I have filmed one of those, so yes, I do.
Yes. Pangina was filming hers, right? And she was plastered. She goes, "Come to PanginaCon 2024, and me and Pangina Heels, and it's gonna be great." And then they're like, do you mean DragCon? Oh, yeah. Wait, DragCon 2023, right? And like, no, this is DragCon 2023. Wait, why are we doing it now? It was everything. She was so out of it.
I
Love her so much.
Oh, Pange.
She came over to the US and the girls got her drunk on those House of Love cocktails.
Mom, those House of Love cocktails. And you can
Oh, yeah,
you will
we-
see that
we,
at the tea party that
we-
Logan and I will someday film.
I put it to you this way. Roscoe's, which is known, of course, for their drag race viewing parties in Chicago and stuff like that, is also one of the other few places in the United States where you can buy House of Love cocktails. And trust and believe, when all the girls come, I'll put it to you this way. Tonight, Thursday, when we're recording this at Roscoe's, is $2 drink Thursdays.
Mama, those House of Love cocktails are getting them together. I don't know what's in them because they're
We're
not even that much
trash by
percentage
10:30.
alcohol.
Oh yeah.
There's not even that much alcohol in them. But
Trash.
they
They're
like
like-
get you out.
They're like 9%. They're like 9%.
One of them's 12%, and then the rest are 10%.
Yeah. I think the tequila one, the margarita one, I think, or whatever, is the one that's like the strongest one. I was like,
Yeah, I
That's
think
why
the
I didn't
tangerine
have
one.
it.
I was like, that's like a Four Loko.
I had
Literally.
the strawberry daiquiri, and after
Me
one,
too.
I was like, it was great. It was great.
Regardless, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Drag Race Philippines. We will be back next week to talk about episode 8. The season is coming very quickly to a close at some point, and I'm going to be sad. So make sure to hit all of the applicable buttons on your audio or visual platform of choice to say you support us, because we love having your support and we love you. And if you hit the dislike button, you better hit it twice. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod for all the most up-to-date Cup news and our funny moments, because we are some funny bitches. And while you're down in the description below, you can get your merch, because the link is down there too. Go get your own cup mug or other fabulous things at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And while you're down in the description as well, you can follow the three of us, because Donna Eve do drag, and I'm just here to be a bear. So
Give the bear face for the children.
Bare face for the kids. Ah, bare face.
Bear face.
cheers.
Cheers with an empty cup.
Papa, I'm beautiful. Papa,
The shoes.
The shoes.